one of the all-time duos for this program. Mühl, one of only 5 Huskies all-time to reach that 600 career milestone. And now she's just 8 assists. She'll enter the NCAA tournament 8 assists off Mariah Jefferson's all-time program record of 659. How proud should Darnell Haney be of this team?
Endless amounts. For him too. For him, this coaching staff, the program in general. Any Georgetown Hoya should be extraordinarily proud of the accomplishment, one, of fighting to get here where they're at. And just overall, and there's a lot more to come, but we've mentioned just the resiliency that they have played with, the moxie, the grit, and they've made this program proud. And I know you have talked to as many former alumni, I know I have as well. It's been extraordinary to watch this run, and I know this outcome is not probably what they expected and anticipated, but nonetheless, to be here, to be on the stage, put yourself in this position. Yeah, pride doesn't do words justice of how they should all feel. Earlier today, we were talking with Barbara Barnes, their SID, a double-digit amount of alumni that sent in videos congratulating them and wishing them luck tonight. Rebecca Brunson, Sugar Rogers, the list goes on and on there. This program has tradition, but they've never been to this Big East championship game. And think about that, and that's part of it. And it takes a first time to have more times, and that's what it's all about. I think 10, 20 years from now, when they meet back up on campus, they'll always be able to say they were the first to get here. Cowan is fouled.
That's a foul by number 21, Nash Betancourt. That is her first.
We'll talk about it more. We have a full post game coming for you right here on FS1, so keep it with us with the trophy presentation, reaction, and more. But you've seen UConn throughout this season. Obviously, Noah Lee Edwards makes a difference, and they hope to have her back for the NCAA tournament. What are your biggest takeaways from their performance tonight? How locked in they were from tip. And it's what you would anticipate in a championship game. They have been here before. But possession by possession, they got that jump right out of the gates. And Gino Oriemo, as you had said, talks about needing to play with the lead, and they did that quickly. They were efficient, they were effective. Paige Bueckers, some monster numbers, but it was the totality of this group and how connected they were at both ends. Samuels with an exclamation point. Georgetown beat Xavier. They beat third-seeded St. John's. They beat second-seeded Creighton to get here. Certainly a performance to remember as this place rises again, a capacity crowd. Great to see here at Mohegan Sun, and UConn can dribble it out. In the midst of any and all adversity, the pulse of this Big East dynasty forges on. The UConn Huskies win their 22nd Big East tournament title. Tremendous amount of respect between these coaches, between these players. What we saw here on the floor. And Paige Bueckers, the Big East Player of the Year, was extraordinary. She rose to the level of the moment, as we so often see her do, and the team did as well. Shorthanded,
on both sides for both of these teams. But again, walking away from this one, there was a great level of compete, of fight, and that's exactly what you want to see when it comes to a championship setting.
3 games in this tournament for Paige Bueckers. She scored 27 plus in each of them and ended up with 83 points in the tournament, which is 4 off a 3-game record in the history of the Big East Conference.
It was the points, it was the efficiency, it was the defense. The defense by this UConn team, the Paige Bueckers in particular, the blocks, setting the tone. That's where the pride should really factor in, that it was the way that they're playing now, and this is exactly when you want to be peaking as you're heading into the postseason.
Connecticut, they have now won 11 consecutive conference tournaments. From their time in the American, they never lost that championship. But now every year since falling to Notre Dame in 2013, they have been crowned the queens of their conference. And UConn will enter the NCAA tournament on a 9-game winning streak.
They understand what it means at this time of the year, how you need to be playing. Tighten up the laces, get ready, celebrate this one right now, but there's a lot more to come.
That's the emotion of March. Says it all. Nika Mühl, what this program, what this experience means to her, it never gets old. And Connecticut, the Huskies are Big East tournament champions. Yet again, we'll be back with the confetti and a trophy presentation.